Yo YouTube, what is going on? This is your boy, a dude named Chris here, bringing to you a brand new Black Ops 3 live commentary gameplay, and this is actually going to be my tips and tricks edition. Take off my glasses, the glare is really bad. Tips and tricks edition, and this is actually going to be some domination on Stronghold. I hope you guys enjoy this. I've been playing Call of Duty pretty much full-time. I can't say full-time, but since 2009, since Call of Duty 4, I've been playing this game. Like, it's crazy. Call of Duty 4 is when I first started playing, and I played that game like it was my religion, man. Like, I was straight addicted to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one. Remember getting home from school and just playing until I got kicked off, until my parents kicked me off to go to bed. And then even that time, sometimes I'd keep playing after they kicked me off, and then they'd turn off the internet. That would be funny. We'd be in a game battles match, me and my buddies, and bam, I'd get hit offline because my parents would unplug the modem, and then I'd secretly try to sneak back in and use it. I'll plug it back in so I could keep playing. But yeah, it's a little insight on me. Hope you guys enjoy these tips. They are kind of generic, but some of them are also ones that I've used to play. I consider myself a pretty good player. I think I'm above average, I would say. I play game battles in UMG, and I don't lose every time, so that's always a plus. But yeah, we'll get into my first tip, which is probably the most generic tip anyone ever says, but I feel like it's very viable for any Call of Duty or any shooter game in general. Basically, just play the game. The more you play, the better you're going to get. There's no way around that. The more you play, the more you learn how the game works. The more you learn the maps. Learning maps is huge, too. That's why I love, like, everyone kind of gets, not everyone, but the people in the Call of Duty scene and people that like Call of Duty. I feel like that's my favorite part of a new Call of Duty, is getting a new Call of Duty and learning the maps. And just, they're all new maps. You don't know where anything is. You don't know where anyone's going to be. I thoroughly enjoy learning new maps. But yeah, I mean, the more you play, you're going to get better. That's just, unless you're just literally playing and not trying, you're just messing around the whole time. But even if you're messing around, you're going to get better just because you're going to learn more and more about the game. Learning maps is huge. Learning where the spawns are is also huge. This is domination right here, so this is actually a huge map about what spawns and where everyone spawns. The only game mode you really don't have to worry about spawns, basically, is search and destroy, I would say. But like right now, you see how we're on C and they have B and A. So obviously, our team right there, you can see we're spawning on the C base, where they're going to be spawning on the A base. And also a little bit more towards the middle because they have the B. If we say we had C and B, they're going to spawn over by A, by the A flag. Same with, what's it called? Demolition. Different bases you're going to learn. But this game also, too, is that the spawns are kind of broken, is what they call them. I think, actually, right here, I die on my right. Just randomly. There it is. I feel like on this game, more than any Call of Duty, I get shot in the back way more. And that's kind of where this next tip comes in. And that is, be a good teammate. The biggest thing when we play competitive, or I would say when me and my friends play competitive, or you can watch even the pro streams, it's call-outs. So say, right now, one upper B, dead. One on B dom, dead. One outside B, one on my back. That would be some call-outs that I'd say. You just want to, basically, whatever you see, you want to call out. So that your teammate knows that too. Like, right now, one left side snow. That way my teammate knows there's one left side snow. Just calling out and saying when you die, that's also going to help. The more communication you have, the better it's going to be. I feel like Call of Duty is 50% skill, 25% communication, and 25% luck. I feel like that's how you can become a better player. Communication is just huge. That should have been a collat, 100%. Communication is just big because it's just nice to know basically where your enemies are, where your teammates are at all times. I feel like that's my team's biggest flaw whenever we play competitively, is our communication basically sucks. But playing with friends always is a good tip too. Instead of playing basically what we call them as randoms, you play with your teams, your friends, you can communicate more, basically be on the same page a lot better. And I think your what's it called? I'm trying to think of the word. Your experience will be way more enjoyable. Also, the biggest thing too that I use is figuring out your settings and your sensitivity. Your sensitivity might not be the same as your friends. So it might be like, my friends, oh, we all play on medium, we all play on 3. I'd be like, okay, well, I feel like that's too slow. I think I personally play on 4 sensitivity, 4 up, 4 down. I know snipers play on 7 sensitivity. I know my buddy used to play on like the max. He could literally play on the max, and if I'm using it, I'm spinning around the map. But your sensitivity is basically will make you have better shots, which will make you a better player. Once you figure out where your crosshairs will be at and everything and how it moves on your joystick, you'll be smooth sailing after that. That's a huge setup. Basically, also, and on your, I'm trying to think of what the word is, on your screen is also to figure out if you want it all the way out to the outsides of your screen. Some people I know don't play with the screen fully extended, which is kind of weird to me. But that's what they do. That's their preference. Another thing that goes along with the preferences is perks. Basically, what perks work for you. There's different perks for different games. I'm going to use a different perk, 3 perks, and for search and destroy that I'm going to use for, say, a kill basic game. For domination, I'm going to use different perks for different games. Figure out which perks make you better. Figure out which specialist you're the best at. I'm using the spikes right now because I'm simply just trying to do challenges with the spikes. But in like game battles, I use the Tempest. Or when I'm playing like hardpoint competitively, I use the Tempest. I feel like that's the one I'm best with. I'm really good with the shot. Another big thing is find out what gun you are best with. Try them all. I've tried every assault rifle, every submachine gun. There's 2 snipers that I use, 4-piece, 2 snipers that I use, no shotguns, no LMGs, but yeah, I use the M8 assault rifle and the Vesper submachine gun, and I've literally tried them all. Those are the 2 I'm best with. You figure out which guns for you. Since I use those guns, doesn't mean that you're going to use those guns. Doesn't mean that's going to be the best gun for you to use, not going to be the best gun for my friends to use. Every person in this game is different. That's the best thing about this. My settings and my guns are going to be different. That also has to go with what attachments you use. I have a buddy that doesn't run really any perks, and he runs fail whiff on my gravity spikes, and he runs 5 attachments on his gun. He runs a sight on his M8, he runs long barrel, he runs stock, he runs grip, high caliber, and rapid fire. That's what he runs on his M8. And I think that's all he runs, and then he runs like Ghost as far as his perk. Me, I run stock, grip, and then I think high caliber, I believe. High caliber or long barrel or rapid fire. I think those 3 I switch out with. And then on my Vesper, it's like quick draw grip and extended mags, I believe. Or long barrel extended mags if I really want to start killing things. I picked up this Kuda, dude. I think right here I go on a little streak. Let me watch real quick. I'm sorry. 'Cause remember, I picked this gun up and I loved this gun. Made me want to use a silencer. See, like that. This map, I love the silencer. I don't ever use silencers. It's just going to change by the game. Also, another thing, it's not a must, but I feel like this is basically for people that are going to be very serious about gaming and want to actually possibly make money doing it. I've made a couple bucks, nothing to brag about, but on some gaming tournaments, and that is get the right gear. You want to have a good headset. You're going to want to get a good controller that feels good in your hands. Headsets, basically, you can get any headset and you're going to get your surround. But as far as I use Astro A40s. I've had this same headset for, I'll show you. I've had this same headset for 3 years now. And I have had no complaints with it. It's really durable, super comfy. I can literally wear this headset all day and have no complaints. Price tag is a little steep compared to normal headsets, but you pay for the quality. I mean, this thing, if you take care of your stuff at least, it will last you a lifetime. Another thing, this is also for the more competitive, and that is a controller. I use a top-of-the-line controller. I've loved this thing. I think I've had this since Call of Duty Ghost. This is my Scuf gaming controller. I use the left stick. It's just a normal one. I've used their concaves, but they keep ripping on me. And then I actually use a right dome stick since Ghost, and I will never go back. Dome stick is where it's at. Yeah, mine's all blacked out with red lighting. This has I don't have the pro grip on the back, but I have the Scuf grip right here on the side, which is super comfy for grip. The biggest thing with the Scuf is these paddles. This is my right paddle, and I actually have it to where I can change it. But this is my right paddle that I use for jump, and this is my left paddle that I use for melee. But the biggest thing that this does is, let me see if I can get an angle at it. So when you're playing, especially on this game since you're double jumping all the time, you have your right thumb on your move around stick. But when you're jumping, you have to take your thumb off. Jump, and then you got to move your aim. With the scuff, you can jump with the back paddle, and you never lose your aim. And that's basically the biggest thing. That's the biggest selling point. And they're great. I mean, mine's cool. It's all blacked out, the red light. The dome stick I love. I don't think I'll ever go back to a normal stick. Even on my normal one I have, since this one actually has trigger stops, doesn't go down all the way. A little shorter, which also is a really nice add-on. I actually use Control Freaks on my other one that have the normal Xbox 6 just because I like the feel of dome a lot better than these ones. But yeah, I think I've covered all my tips. We go through my checklist. Play, practice, find right sensitivity, be a good teammate, learn the maps, find right gun for you, and your controller setup and perks, attachments, everything, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this tips and tricks video. I kind of did a little different spin on it. This is more for me, for what I've used, and I've seen some other ones. Yeah, I cover some of the same things, but this is more for what I use. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys did, please just hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to keep up with me on my other videos, hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated, guys. But until next time, guys, it's your boy, Dude Named Chris. Have a good one.